This is the Volkswagen T-Roc R. It's a small SUV. Well, I say SUV. I don't like calling these types of cars SUV. It's a crossover with over 300 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and it's got a price tag which puts it against some serious hot hatchbacks. But the question is, do cars like these make any sense? Sure, it shares an engine with the Golf R and promises a sub 5 second 0 to 60 time. But it's taller, heavier, and just as expensive. So is it really that fun, or is it just a Golf R on stilts? So today we're finding out whether the T-Roc R is an exciting daily driver or just another car that never needed to be fast. I'm Max Tavani, welcome to Driven Plus. Now, my first car was a Volkswagen Polo 2016 1 litre 3-cylinder thing, and I think what you pay for is what you get with Volkswagen. Great build quality, comfortable, reliable, and in this instance, fast too. So does a car like this really need to be this fast? Well, we're all car enthusiasts here, so yes, we do. Now, this doesn't have any problem at all in being fast. And the good thing I like about this car, bear in mind, of course, yes, it is tuned, but it's just the power delivery. It feels so strong, so robust, and it's aggressive in the way it delivers the power as well. It puts you back in the seat, gearbox kicks down nicely, and it's good. And it doesn't make a bad noise. I mean, it doesn't sound augmented. It doesn't sound like the car's speaker system is inputting all the sound. It sounds like the engine is actually producing that noise. And there are cars which are deceiving. You may be thinking it's bigger than the Golf R, but no, it's still a hatchback, but just a little bit higher. You could pass this as the Golf R Plus. So now you're thinking, well, why don't you just buy the Golf R instead? Well, practicality, and I do appreciate the nice driving position these crossovers give you. Bear in mind this is a 2020 model. You can pick up one of these in the used car market for around £25,000. New, you're looking at somewhere just below £50,000. However though, if you're looking to buy one, then I would recommend you doing a car vertical check. Car Vertical allows you to bring up a car's history. It will check thousands of databases from 35 different countries to pull up important information about your car you're wanting to know. I performed a check on this BMW M140i. Simply input the car's VIN or registration and it will perform a check. It tells you whether the mileage has been rolled back, if it's got any outstanding finance and how many owners it's had, and if it's been involved in a crash, and in this case, an insurance write-off. So check out Car Vertical and I can benefit you from giving you a 20% discount. Use the code DRIVEN20, I'll post a link in the description and as a pinned comment. Thanks Car Vertical. Under the bonnet of the T-Roc R sits a 2 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine. Produces 296 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. Not this one though, this produces more thanks to an ECU tune and this R600 Racing Line induction kit. Now produces somewhere in the region of 370 to 80 horsepower. That's a good increase that. This engine is also found in the Tiguan R, Arteon R and of course the Golf R. It's got a top speed limited to 155 miles per hour and VW say it will do a 0 to 60 time of 4.9 seconds, so let's find out. So good news, this car does have launch control and these Germans seem to be a bit conservative about their figures, in particular VW Dieselgate. Anyway, on your screen now are the stats and figures on this car, so pause your screen if you'd like to look into them. Now, to put this car in launch control, we've got to have it in race mode, traction control half off, and the gearbox in S. Then you're good to go. It's pretty simple. All right, here we go. Wow, it's so aggressive. Oh, and there we go. Bloody hell, that is rapid. Well, Reese is going to be happy with that. 3.77 seconds. Wow. Literally, wow. You just wouldn't think it, would you? Yes, obviously it's been tuned, but it's just really impressive that it can do a sub 4 second 0 to 60 time over 1 second quicker than what VW say. Well, that's what it stacks up against. Let's go back to the review. From the outside, just because it sits higher doesn't mean it's a bigger car. It feels quite penned in. So just be aware it's not as big as you might think, especially for remember, it's a crossover at the end of the day. So what our touches have we got? Well, we've got these seats here, Alcantara and suede and fabric. These are nice. The steering wheel as well, this is straight out the Golf R. That very nice as well. It's nice and thin and grippy, which is what you like. What else have we got? And I think that's pretty much it. Well, of course, you've got your different driver modes down here. You can put it in race mode, got individual, eco, normal, and then back to race. But you can also put it in different off-road settings, so ice, snow, mountains. Are you really going to be taking your T-Roc off-road? I very much doubt it. Apple CarPlay as standard. Behind there you get a digital driver's display too. Your full motion badge there, which is all very nice. You get your 2 USB sockets there and a 12-volt socket and a bit of a storage unit down there, which goes quite deep, so that's good. Your armrest extends, you can put it in whatever position you like, and in there you also get a storage unit, but that's quite small, that's not huge. And you got 2 cup holders down below in the middle there, and your glove box is a good size. Now you may be thinking, why do people buy the T-Roc R over the Golf R? It's simple, I'm going to show you. Practicality. This comes with 445 litres. That's over 100 litres more than the Golf R. It's a good boot, this. Bit hard bringing it down though, but overall I do like the look of these cars. I think they look stubby and chunky and stealthy with the quad tailpipes there, but it's quite a clean design and that's why I like it. Now, Reese, can we please start the car? Well, it's already started. Rev the car in comfort normal mode first, please. Oh, is that a soft limiter already?
That is.
Yeah, okay, put it in sport mode or race mode and let's see if it makes a difference. Yeah, it's deeper. Hold your right foot all the way down to the ground. Oh, keep it going, let's hear it more. Fruity. Let's get back onto the road. So if you're looking to buy a T-Roc R, then you're obviously in the market for either a hot hatch with a bit more room, or that you want a sporty crossover. So one sporty crossover, which I have to mention, is the Hyundai Kona N. I'm quite a fan of those cars. People will think it's ugly, but I think it's quite different and striking. And the good thing is they're quite similarly priced to the T-Roc R as well, somewhere in the region of £25,000. Another option is the Audi SQ2, which is essentially the S3 but on stilts, same case with this. And they're probably the same car under the skin with the same engine, same components, same chassis. I think, I'm not guaranteeing, but it probably is. Audi and VW do share a lot of common parts. And again, they're going for the same price, around £25,000. I wouldn't buy a sporty crossover from BMW. Yes, you've got the X2 35i, but in my opinion, they're quite ugly. And I think those other cars I've just mentioned there do it better. So why buy the T-Roc R then? For the same exact reason why you buy the Golf R. It's the perfect all-rounder. It's civilized, it knows it's fast, but it doesn't shout about it. It does it in a good way. And I've always said, you can never go wrong with a Volkswagen. Always respected them. So now we're going to do some sporty driving. So we're going to put the car in S, and we'll put the car in race mode as well. There we go. And we're going to test out what it's like. Firstly, let's start by just planting our right foot to the ground and see how responsive the gearbox is. It takes a time, yeah, it takes a while to figure out that you want to go fast, probably a second or two to realise, okay, yeah, then I'll downshift for you. What about when we use the paddles? Yeah, more responsive. And the brakes were red lights. Yes, brakes are very, very good. And I do like this driving position from a sporty crossover. It's a bit of a weird thing to think, well, does a car like this make sense? It actually does, because it does drive like a hot hatch. And I have driven many sporty crossovers, such as the Ford Puma ST. And I have driven a T-Roc R before. And I did get a video one, but it had to go down. I'm not going to say why. But they do drive good. Yes, you can feel them lean in a corner as opposed to a hot hatch, but you got to make a compromise somewhere for a bit more space and this driving position, obviously. Now I'm trying to find a series of corners, but we've got a problem, massive problem. I'm in Milton Keynes. And for anyone who is British and knows a bit about Milton Keynes, it was built in a grid system, so basically straight roads everywhere, hardly any corners, because it was built in the 60s, I believe, to mimic an American city. It doesn't work, right? There's so much traffic. So yeah, you've got tons of roundabouts, so the only place where I can tell you if it's any good is on a roundabout. Loads of dual carriageways, and that's it. So, sorry guys, it is what it is, but they are good in the corners from past experience. They are good, but they do lean slightly. And another good thing is the suspension. You may think it's firm because it's an R. I haven't noticed that it's overly firm. It's still a compliant place to be. It's lovely and smooth. We've got the gearbox in manual at the minute. Let's go back into drive, take it out of race mode, and put it in normal. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to drive this in normal mode, aren't you? It's lovely and refined. The engine tones down. Bear in mind this is tuned as well, but it hasn't got an upgraded exhaust, which I quite like, to be fair. It's not overly loud. It suits the personality of the car. If it comes up behind you, I think they go under the radar, these cars, don't they? Because if one comes up beside you, you think, oh, it's just another T-Roc. Because not many people know that they do a T-Roc R. Yeah, it's a weapon, and it can upset a few people. But going through these straight roads of Milton Keynes, it deals with the bumps quite nice, we'll say. You don't notice that it's packing over 300 horsepower. So what's your thoughts on the T-Roc R? Would you buy this over its competitors such as the Kona N, SQ2 and maybe the X235i? Or would you just go ahead and buy the Golf R? Let me know. What would I do? Well, it depends what your priorities are. These cars do make sense. I understand them. So if you're wanting a good daily driver with 300 horsepower, a bit more space, a bit more boot space, go and buy the T-Roc R because it's a comfortable place to be and it's bloody fast, as I've demonstrated today. So let me know in the comments. But I'd like to say a massive thanks to Reese for coming down today and let me get a video on this car. Really appreciate it. I've enjoyed my time in Milton Keynes. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.